darkest icon is barely visible.
You're like... Cheater.
Just barely. Not quite that bad, but I am going to make it a little easier for myself. Ooh, loading my profile. I didn't know I had one.
Maybe some things are different if you play it once. Like...
Maybe. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly or risk losing his license. Okay, is there a couch to look behind? There might not be a, epic opening thing.
Well, if not, I will leave and you can put the headphones on. I'm not quite sure why they subtitle...
Just words?
Yeah.
It does seem kind of pointless, doesn't it? I don't expect to do well at this game. How I like to take my time with things. That's gonna make me crazier. Good, my game has been saved. That's not where I would look for a case. I would I don't know, check
You wake up in a dungeon. Wait, what game is this?
Are there rats?
Are there rats?
To fight?
Rodents of unusual size?
There's lean buttons. Lean to the left, lean to the right.
Now stomp.
Crouch. Oh, I found my sneaky button. It's not where sneaky buttons are supposed to be.
It stink really bad in there. It's all fish. Hey, maybe it's like the fermented shark.
Luke Fisk.
Goose fist. Fermented shark. Doo, 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 doo. I think that was the cat.
Yeah, that was the cat. Oh, to crouch. I'm guessing I can't.
Probably have to go. Go ahead and try to interact.
Oh no, I'm locked in. Good thing I'm crouching.
Worst fishmonger ever. Would not recommend. Wish I would have started you back in the beginning, because then you're gonna. It's probably gonna be one of those things, you know, where you have to go. This is the end, and you're thoroughly nuts. Then you gotta go back and figure out how you got there, kind of thing, you know?
I walked. Tripped over an invisible turtle. Fell in a hole. You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Oh.
Oh, hold on. Oh, you have to light whatever that is. Probably a candle or something. There's a creepy light source over there.
Well, I had to figure out how to get over here. Now I have bolt cutters. It's like having a gun, but completely different.
This is not where sharks normally live. don't want to stand there.
I don't think that was a shark.
I
It
think
looked more like a killer whale.
I haven't seen any evidence of killer whales in the slaughtering that is the cave.
You just did.
Those didn't look like they were actually bolt.
They were not bullet cutters.
Fate inescapably draws you on.
I'll keep that in mind.
He's reading you poetry.
He must like me. It's one of those boys who only knows how to tell people they like him by being mean. What's that?
I think people are dancing, or whales are undulating. I'm not sure. Isn't this where you came from?
No.
What
Yes.
a putrid offering.
No, I came from there.
Yeah, but you like went to both sides of that lock and then opened it from the other side to get back to where you were.
No. That was a different lock. That's the one that I tried first.
Oh, okay.
And then I had to go through there.
Well, if you get that one, is there more stuff you could get then? Like, trapped in between the two? Oh, it's not letting you do it. Okay.
Putrid is probably a good way to describe this offering.
Interesting music.
See? Killer whale.
Okay, I'll give you that to know. Whoa, hold on, go back. Look up. Going back there too.
Yep.
Weird looking orcas. Those don't look right.
I thought it looked more... I don't think it was supposed to be, but I thought it looked almost like the back of an orca, like the dorsal fin.
You have been chosen.
Well, run apparently. Is that running? That doesn't appear to be running.
I was holding down R2.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
It's all just a dream.
Mina, you definitely don't want to peek through your door right now. Because this game will probably scare you.
I don't hear stuff.
You're still not supposed to be watching through your door, even if it won't scare you. So get away from your door.
Alright, I'll leave you to it. You can put the
Probably monsters.
most likely bedwards as well.
I don't know. It is a much older time. They'd be different bad words. I'm gonna put the headphones on.
I think you should do that.
Okay. I'm warning you now, I'm gonna do a lot of the reading because I like the lore. Lovecraft himself was kind of a creepy racist, but I liked some of his stories. Before you sit down, can you get my water?
Where is it?
Probably at the kitchen table. Oh, well then I have no idea. Oh, it's on the entertainment stand. Ooh. My old lighter. I found a clue. I don't think it's a clue. Thank you, dear lady.
Is this okay? Or is this too much? Like,
I won't know until later.
I at least need to get the computer up. Are you a good girl? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're good. Yes, you are. Yes.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I wonder why I still take these things. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it. A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy. Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares. I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
What?
I love you, Mommy.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look.
Little Dino, you should not be jumping that much.
At this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin. What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
I wonder why Warehouse 36 one is still not green.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah
Still
Hawkins'
didn't
death.
deny it.
You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Great work! That's excellent. It's lights out time now.
Okay, in the morning I'll show you.
Okay. Lights out, little dino. Howdy, howdy. During the week, it's my job to stay up until the kids are asleep. Because Fuzzy needs to be able to get up in the morning. During the weekend, she does it. So apparently I was wrong on Tracy. She's just gone part-time. I don't see a balloon. Okay, good night. Yes, I won the Christmas challenge and I picked up a copy of Call of Cthulhu. You'd have to go back and look at the videos. We played a couple games of Knowledge is Power. I had to go get a gun in Fallout. There was something else I had to do in Fallout. Get to Diamond City in one piece. Like, without hurting anything. I don't remember everything, but you can look at the Christmas challenge videos. I'll put them in a playlist at some point. And Fuzzy does stuff on Twitch, so hers are probably already gone, because I don't think they save a couple videos. Not the best graphics. But I think it's supposed to be a little stylized. Like, the mouth shapes don't match up, which is usually done better these days.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
That's what I was saying. There's where I'm looking for.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Are you familiar with the Cthulhu mythos?
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Oh wow, I didn't even know Cthulhu was in Minecraft books.
Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Call of Cthulhu. Yeah. Nah, it's not even really that accurate. It's Eldritch horrors. A lot of them are not other dimensional, although some of them are. But Cthulhu lies sleeping under the ocean. I highly recommend checking out the book if you're interested in early American horror, sci-fi. There are other dimensions, don't get me wrong, but there's probably more outer space and aliens than other dimensions. I know there's a YouTube channel called Horror Babble where you can listen to a lot of the Call of Cthulhu books in audiobook form. Because he wasn't picky about his copyright, so a lot of he was perfectly happy with other writers creating stories in the world he started. Fuzzy? Might be too late. We're finally getting to the title screens and stuff. Yep. Like it just said the company name was just displayed. So I'm not sure if... See? I don't know. I'm traveling to Darkwater Island. It was big back in the whaling days.
We're almost there.
Yep, I think you even spelled it right. Horror Babble. It's basically just some guy reading this, like, different horror books, which includes Call of Cthulhu. Like the Lovecraft series. Like, he has a Lovecraft playlist.
No, just get in bed. Quit telling me when I can't do anything about it.
You know what nights we have dessert, little dino?
That's not dessert. She wants another game.
I thought she just said she really, really wants mochi. Okay.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Oh, hi, whoever else.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Okay, I think that was
Does the
it.
Hawkins case mean anything to you?
I definitely don't want you to die.
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
I know. Oh,
And his
I
wife,
thought they were ribs.
Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great pain.
Little Dino, quiet.
You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's
Fuzzy
the
says
Hawkins
hi.
family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Good night, Daddy.
Good night, Hambone.
I'll take this in my room.
Okay, go put it away.
Where do you find it?
Your sister found it.
In your room?
No.
I was wondering where my crystal house is.
Well, now you know. Good night.
Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job. The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy! They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah?
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy! They're cops.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You
That's
can't
no way to
understand. You're
treat
not
an omen.
sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
It's nice how there's crowds to stop me from going where they don't want me to go yet.
Stir us up.
But you can stay to watch if you want. You can.
There's nothing
pick up
for
the
you
pieces.
here either.
Come on,
Beat
you
it.
bastard! You'll see what a true sailor's
You've never
got
heard the phrase shyster before? Or the word shyster, I suppose. I've never heard it used like that.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Well, I am an alcoholic. Alright, let's go to the bar. Can I talk to you? Apparently not. How about you? Get back to bed.
Hey, be careful.
Well, 30s is the right time period.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
Get to bed,
In my
Hambone.
bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Test eloquence.
You saw what happened. He's the troublemaker.
Oh, you're a true mainlander. A real princess. You strut around with your la-di-da ways, and then, as soon as the pressure arises, you start squealing. You don't have what it takes to drink my whiskey. You've got to earn it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
The Stranded Whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dockwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then,
I know, your sister's messing
I don't want
around
to speak
still.
ill of the dead.
Hambone, you're supposed to be trying to sleep.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
You need to go to
The way I
sleep.
see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal.
It helps if you lay down in your bed
I
and
mean,
dry.
for a young woman with a child.
Instead of
and all
playing.
that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how
We'll
she
do it
sees
more.
the world?
Get
so they
to
made you
bed.
feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
Fuzzy,
And that's not all.
your cat's having
There's the fate of
issues.
its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege.
I don't
and I
remember.
grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Should probably take it off in the summer.
Maybe.
That'll be all for now.
Well, I screwed something up.
I'll look at it tomorrow. It's not easily coming off.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
He said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
You said it.
She will do it again, you know.
Oh.
The girl doctor.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the
Sorry,
last.
I'm trying to
biggest
focus on the game.
One of the miraculous
There's a lot of
cats.
talking going on.
Exactly.
It's a detective
I've never
game.
heard this song
Supposed to be watching for clues
Only
and
people
stuff.
from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was
Flesh.
delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
And the doctor, what did he say?
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
I guess. I've never played LA Noire. No. The thing about the Cthulhu mythos is the stuff in it drives you insane just from its sheer otherworldliness. So, like, I actually have a sanity attribute in this game. I'm concerned if I don't pay attention, I'm gonna lose my sanity faster. I actually thought when I was reading and listening to the stories myself that it was kind of a crutch of the author. So rather than to go into detail or come up with too much, they're just like, oh, and then it drove him mad. The end. I thought it was a little bit of lazy writing.
He laughed.
My God.
What you looking at, stranger?
I'm just passing by. Sorry.
Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
Sort of, but in this case, the bad ending is going to be me going insane from eldritch horrors. I've heard about LA Noire, but I've never played it. Sorry, apparently I'm clueless.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Alrighty then.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
That's quite the name for
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
That must be the mysterious lady. Ooh, volume 2. I didn't have the option of whether or not to start the fight.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Obviously, I didn't answer it the way they wanted me to.
What a macabre souvenir.
Oh, that's the leg. Get macabre on me.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why.
The what?
I don't remember having countersigned anything
Use
special
it in a
enough for someone
sentence.
to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the
RAPPORT.
goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
Uh-huh.
I'm surprised Charles Hawkins had goods to store, knowing that whaling stopped in 1847.
I see that you're interested in the history of our island.
Of course I am,
Maritime
Fitzroy.
activities ceased altogether at the end of the last century. I imagine that the Hawkins family had other types of contracts.
But you don't know with whom?
No, it was none of my business.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
You tell me.
I thought you would have worked it out. It belonged to Charles Hawkins. Ship owners from father to son.
I see. That explains those loading manifests. Too bad I can't get much out of them.
I would
think that
assume
somebody here
Fuzzy was
wanted me to
asking me
search
for his
this
spelling.
warehouse. I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth, and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha, indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake.
She's
Who
writing.
says that whatever caused
does
those
fanfics
wounds
for
is no longer
Fallout.
in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she
No.
terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Can you tell me where the warehouse is again?
Look, I've already shown it to you. It's the one with the cop on guard duty out front. You can't miss it.
Understood. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
See, I actually have a mental trauma category and 18 to unlock. Really, we named our boat Scylla and Charybdis. That's not asking for trouble at all. Probably not even make it to the mental hospital. I'm sorry, what, little dino? How do you feel weird? Well, try to sleep, and we'll see how you feel in the morning, okay? More like some inhuman monster is gonna kill me, and if I'm lucky enough to live, the experience will drive me mad. Oh, I can walk this way now. And that way.
You're crazy. They're cops. They can't understand.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back.
What could have done so much damage?
What indeed?
You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming.
Where do you think you're going?
Hang on. What? It's probably just your sister. Come here and get a hug to feel a little better, and then get back to bed.
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
'Cause I asked.
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
I thought that the Hawkins case had been closed.
That's true.
So what are you doing on guard duty in front of this warehouse?
Who's asking the questions here, the cop or the tourist?
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole
I have
mansion
no
went up in
idea
flames.
who it is.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there.
As
It's
soon as I can find an
dangerous.
artist I like enough
What
who's
do you
willing
mean
to
by
do a
that?
commission of an
the
angry
only one
walnut,
left there
I'll
is old
change it.
Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Are you a chatty Cathy? No, you're not. Well, let's see if this gets me in trouble. Hmm. What? Y-O-K-E. Nope, they're different. Egg yolk is Y-O-L-K. Yolk of an oxen is Y-O-K-E. Have a good night, Jay.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
What the heck did I do?
How can I be the one who defaced your saint? I've just come ashore, you idiots.
That's true. We're as drunk as lords.
You bet. You could have gone by without us seeing you.
Do not rile me. You can hardly stand up.
He's right. We're no match.
For the moment. We're annoyed. It's understandable.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
Come on, you can tell me.
Who's this guy? No idea. You better keep it shut.
Boy, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
It seems nice.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's gonna be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
What happened to the statue of St. Brendan? Dreadful.
What makes you think we did it?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
Kat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile at the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
I bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Cops, they can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens.
Be awesome if I couldn't manage to accomplish a single thing in this game.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
I shall take my leave. It looks like there's a way in under this grate. This ratchet device seems to be usable. I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Okay, I need a handle.
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Okay, and I don't know what they're unhappy about.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
I'm so confuzzled in my head brain. Now that I know I have a lighter, let me go back to this little
Damn stupid idiots.
two-jobber.
Get it. Nobody listens to us
Hello, old friend.
understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah?
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about.
What happened to the statue?
What makes you think
We're bootleg.
Who do you think?
What do I know?
The sailors.
Who else, senor?
I bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
Well, well, look who's back.
Did you miss us?
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
Look what I've got.
You're a good guy, you. Follow me. Cheers, you jackass.
I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
Say that again. I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
No, it's not what you think.
Let's see. Shoot. I'll have to find another way to get in. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf? Has the cat got your tongue?
You've come for a fight. What I've got to say won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not. Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
Oh, no, it's okay. Don't worry. I'm okay now.
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Please, if my tongue got ahead of my senses, or something like that. Hey, tell him to calm down. It was just a little joke.
Was I supposed to, like, fight back?
Shysters, you're crazy. The cops, they can't understand. Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around.
It's a little late. I've already met Cat.
Well, at least you're still here to talk about it. She must like you.
Something like that.
With that, please do excuse me, because I'd prefer not to be seen talking with you for too long.
I seem to be doing everything wrong. I suppose that's it for tonight. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'll do some reading and come back another night. Have a great hour long.